Hey everyone, I'm Grant, and this is our second video of our most recent blog series on reading assessments. The first one, which was on open-ended types of questions for reading assessments, can be found right there. In this one, we're going to talk about multiple choice questions. Now, when they're done right, multiple choice questions can be a very, very effective way for assessing student reading comprehension. And not to mention, they're pretty efficient as well. But outside of just asking what was the weather like in the text, what color was Xiaoming wearing, what other things can we do to gauge student comprehension of the text? Let's talk about 5 different types of multiple choice questions that you can ask. Many of them are inference-based. The first one, choose a title. You can see the text. This was the same text I used in the previous video on open-ended responses. And you can see it's choose a title. Now, that's not me leaving the title blank. That says choose a title. The student has to choose the title that would be the most appropriate title for this text. Xiaoming and I go to school. School's out. My family hobbies are an unfortunate day. If you're familiar with the last video, an unfortunate day, it was a rainy day, it wasn't great. Click that, hit submit, and they're all done. The second example that I want to highlight is moods. Again, this is another inference-based question. It's not just factually, it's does the student understand the text to the point where they can say, this is probably how the narrator and his partner felt during this passage. You can read the text, it wasn't good, it was a rainy day. How did they feel? Probably upset at the end of the passage. The third different example that I want to highlight is called flip the script. This is an interesting type of question where instead of posing a question to the students and the student has to answer it, you say, what question can be answered based on this text? So in this text, one of the things that the narrator does in the beginning is he talks about Xiaoming's hobbies. He does not talk about how many people are in Xiaoming's family. He does not say what they dislike about their jobs. He doesn't mention that. Talks about what Xiaoming likes to do. Again, it's a different type of question, but the student really has to understand the text in order to be able to answer this question about these questions. The second to last one that I want to show is basic true or false. This is basic comprehension. Does the student understand the text? Read the text, then determine which statement is false. Obviously, you could do which statement is true. Again, putting questions in the shared language, which in this case is English. You can read more about that, which is in our blog right below. You can find it in the description. Student can choose which one is false and which one isn't. It is that they plan on going hiking today. That one's not true. They can click submit. And then the final one that I want to highlight today is Cloze. Now, Cloze, C-L-O-Z-E, that's not a typo, is basic fill in the blank. What I like about this is that I've put 6 different options here. So the student really has to know the vocabulary that they're working with. They have to understand the text. They have to say, okay, this word would match the best. And they can go through, they can say, oh, well, wow, lots of choices here. Choose the best one. Which one was it? It's this one, rather introverted, and they can click submit, and they're done. So there you have it. 5 different types of questions that you can ask for multiple choice and reading comprehension. If you're interested in this assessment in particular, you can go into the blog in the description found below, like I said. You can import this assessment directly into your Extempore accounts. And if you like this video, if you found it helpful, please give us a like. Consider subscribing to our page for more of our content, and we'll see you next time.